Scanning. This is Kings Park, and this is the memorial.
You are on, yes, Kings Park.
Alright. This is Kings Park, and there's more than 3 buildings in Perth, so it's not that small. It's all behind me.
There it is. There are no hallets apparently though. I did look for a while.
Here's Queen Vic and Cannon. Ready? So, I have found the sound of dryness. Look! Step very crispy.
Crispy like bacon.
But I found a woolly orange Banksia, and here it is.
Yeah, we're looking.
Very nice. What does that say?
It says, no stopping, road or verge.
Right, see, here we go. No stopping road or verge.
So the road and the verge are both in violation of the road rules.
So road, no stopping.
Verge.
Stop.
Possum that have been eating these leaves, what you'd find is that you have flavoured possum. The flavour's that strong. It goes into the meat of the animal. And you can also cook fish with those leaves. You'll have peppermint flavoured fish. It's a great flavour and aroma of Western Australia. And this hill we're standing on here, they call it Mount Eliza today. At the time of settlement, or after settlement, when they named this park, late 1800s, it was Ralph Darling, who was the New South Wales governor. He came over here. Very, very dense branches. And when everyone travelled to Fremantle, you would need food in absolute abundance for this festival. And to get food in abundance, you'd need to find a food source that was easily accessible, and the best food source you could get your hands on were the fish that swam up and down the river. And the fish we know as mullet, they're called quella in the language. And they swam up and down the rivers in such large schools that the first explorers could only describe them as black carpets travelling the waterways.
Wow.
And in narrow parts of the river. If they were rowing their boat one way and a school of fish were coming the other way, you'd simply have to put your oars down because there were that many fish. They would just move your boat out the way. And to catch those fish, it was a simple task of getting a branch each off of this tree, holding the branch at your feet, and getting about 70 people to help you. And you'd all stand in a large U shape in the waterway. And you'd wait for the fish to come past, and you would simply herd them into shore like sheep, taking as many of those fish as you needed for the day. There was no point catching tomorrow's seafood today. Simply leave the branches on the bank and go back and catch some fresh ones in the morning. So a very simple method of catching.
Oh wow.
Many grass trees in there. And you notice one of them at the back has a flowering stem or a piece of wood coming out of the middle. That's where the flower comes out. It comes out as a green like an asparagus to start. You can break it off and eat it. So as it grows, it dries into that dry piece of wood. And it's got a seed you can eat as well, but the wood itself was very good for fire lighting. If you found a thin piece of wood and a thicker piece of wood, you can make an ideal fire lighting set. I'll show you those pieces of wood a bit later. But follow the plant down and you get to the green fronds in the centre. And those green fronds, if you follow them into the middle of the plant, there is a large mass of white pulp in the centre. It's edible, it tastes a bit like coconut, so it's one of the best tasting bush foods in Australia.
Interesting.
In the centre of that, there's a smaller ball of yellow pulp, which has great medicinal properties. And it's about the size of a softball. If you take the yellow pulp from the grass tree, and if you get bitten by a snake, you would eat that, and it would actually make you better.
Right.
It wasn't just a magical medicine that would just cure you. What it would actually do is when you get bitten by the snake, your pancreas and your kidneys don't like the poison, and you will eventually die once they fail. And what this stuff does is it provides your body with all the nutrients you need to survive. And it also keeps your pancreas and your kidneys running at 100% performance, so that you can deal with the snake bite yourself.
Oh, wow.
It might take a couple of days of being in pain, but you would survive a snake bite from eating it.
Fantastic.
Even a king brown?
Yeah, anything. As long as you are eating that, it would
And a cobra.
enable you to be able to clear it up. So it's eczema and skin problems. Mix it with water and rub it on a child's skin once a night for a week, and it'll clear up eczema after about a week. So it's very good stuff. It works a treat. It's also a large cut or a wound to stop the bleeding. You can put the resin on and pack it onto the wound, but will stop the bleeding as well. So there's many, many uses for that. And it's a red colour. And red's always a warning colour. So for children, they weren't allowed to have the medicine.
That's the warning colour.
As the children basically. These days we have problems with children taking lollies or tablets thinking they're lollies.
Yeah.
They get
Yes.
sick, whereas this is red and they know immediately. Leave it alone and ask someone older. Because up the back there is a few little trees through that hill that look like palm trees. There's little trees up the back there. There's one just to the left here as well. They're cycads, and they're one of the oldest living plants in the world.
Wow.
And they're a weird version of a kangaroo, which is called a euro or a bigoter. And it's the most unusual looking animal you could ever wish to see. It has long wiry fur, even its face is covered in hair. It looks a bit like Chewbacca with a tail. And it's an unusual animal. Out in the desert we get the red kangaroo, which has a very... I don't have a photo, you're more than welcome to.
The lens cover is not fully open.
It's okay, just press it and it'll be
Just
fine.
press it? Yep. Okay. What do you got there, Dan?
Not one kangaroo skin. Not two. I've got three.
Wow, look at that.
And it's not a souvenir. And look at the inside. Look. Don't miss this. Look at this. Flat. I did that in 2 minutes.
Oh, brilliant.
No, not really. But it's beautiful. And there's a two-way jacket. Alright, that's good.
I think you should try it on. This is the new fashion, is it?
It is. Wait, I've got to do this. Do I look like a kangaroo?
Stand down there, I can see you better. You've got to have a full body shot of that one.
There we go.
Look at that. Look. Wow.
Oh, here it is. Sorry. Here's a female kangaroo. That's it.
I'm the new kangaroo. Do you want me to jump around?
If you want to jump around, do some dancing, I don't know, whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. Whew.
It's quite heavy.
It is.
But it would be really warm for the winter, isn't that?
Yes, if you wear it with the fur on the inside, it's just... Then you go stand in the sun, you probably last about 5 minutes before it gets too hot.
Right.
That's probably about right, really, isn't it?
Actually look like a flintstone.
It is a bit like that, isn't it?
So they start to fall out and smoulder. And the bird's nest, once you have a smouldering bird's nest, you simply wave it in the breeze and it will burst to light all by itself. So it's an easy method of lighting fire. This wood is very, very soft, but you can feel how soft that is. So that piece of wood is called Balga
That's
Borna.
really soft.
This piece of wood is called a mirlin, which means drill.
I'm not making any fire.
No,
I'm not making
you don't want to do
any
that.
fire.
You don't want to do that.
No, I'd probably set myself a
Valley where they grow.
Maybe Captain Barry. It's the only one that I can see. Finding the very rough.
And,